Okay, question 12a, and we've got a grouped frequency table, and we need to find an estimate for the mean. So as soon as we need to find an estimate for the mean, we know we're going to have 2 extra columns in our table, one of which is where we're going to work out the midpoint of the group. So this is sort of the point we're going to use to represent that group when we're doing our multiplying, because obviously we can't multiply a range, so we've got to pick one value to represent it. That's our midpoint. And then we're going to do the frequency, which they've called number of people, times the midpoint. So always adding your 2 extra columns when you want to find an estimate for a mean for a group frequency table. So our first step is to fill out the midpoints. So a lot of these you can spot. So halfway between 1 and 9 you can probably spot is 5. If you're not sure, add them together, add the 2 ends of the range together, so 1 plus 9, and then divide by 2, which is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So it's up to you whether you just spot it or whether you work it out. So the midpoint between 10 and 18 is 14, and the midpoint between 19 and 27 is 23. So either by spotting or by adding them together and dividing by 2. Now we're going to do the frequency, so this column times the midpoint. So 7 times 5 is 35. 28 times 14, 392. And 5 times 23 is 115. So I've filled in my 2 extra columns. Only a couple of steps left then. I now need to add up this column and add up this column to get my 2 totals. So I want a total here in my frequency times mid and a total in my frequency column. So if you add up the total of this column here, you should get 542. And if you add up the total in the number of people column, you should get 40, although you don't really need to add it because it does actually say it in the question as well. Final step then for estimate of the mean. Once you've got your 2 totals, you do this one divided by this one. So your estimate for the mean, remember it's only an estimate because we had to use that midpoint to represent the range, is 542 divided by 40, which is 13.55. That's in pounds, so £13.55. Always check to see your answer makes sense. All our answers are kind of between 1 and 27. That's about halfway between us, between our range. We've probably got the answer right, and that's it.